So the main thing about this, the great thing about AI is that it's able to think a whole lot better than you and I can about complex things, complex relationships. Okay, so now all you've known since the time you was born until now is stereo. You listen to your music in stereo. You're gonna watch Netflix in stereo. Now there's surround sound. You know, if you can afford it, you got the space, you'll get some surround sound speakers. Okay, but that's putting speakers around you to give you the feeling of being immersed. But God gave you the best hearing. It only takes 2 ears, and you hear everything in 3D, right? But a man hasn't been able to figure out how to do that until we came along. So what we're able to do is this. How you hear sounds, how you know the fact that I'm here, is there's a waveform that comes from my voice, right? It's pushing the air molecules, and the waveform hits your ears. Okay, now of course you can see me, but if you couldn't see me, there's a specific wave pattern that your brain has learned from the time you were a baby.
And
it's unique to you. If that waveform hit my ears, I wouldn't know it. I would not know you were in front of me. And so the really smart people in our company were able to figure out, okay, look, if I know every single wave pattern for different positions, 360-degree coverage, okay, if I know that relationship between how your ear is shaped, because your ear shape is what changes that pattern. So think of a pond, right? And you put a pebble in there. Waveform ripples out, right? It deforms when it runs into a boulder. That boulder are the folds in your ear. So what we're able to do is we take a picture of your ear. We know the sound waveform. And we're able to say that for this specific person, Lance Lee, that I know how you hear. And if I know how you hear, I can make your brain think. I can play a sound and make it think that sound came from here, or here, or here, because I know the pattern. And the only way to figure that out is with AI, because it's very, very, very complex. Our algorithms, to generate your model, we'll run through 1 billion calculations to generate just your model for you. And I got it for everybody. So now they got the model then, when you're playing a game, all of a sudden there's details in the game that you don't hear because I'll call it an ear mismatch, right? The sound designer may put birds in there, or they put, when you step on a spider in a game, the crunch, okay? Mm-hmm. And all those details is what makes life interesting. The little sizzle, you know, when you shuffle on the carpet, right? Or when you touch the door, or the little creak, or the fact this fan is blowing up here. All those things are what makes our world become real. And what happens when in a game or in music, all those go away. Because you can't hear in stereo. All you have is stereo. All you have is 2 channels.
2 channels.
2 channels. The more information I give your ear and your brain, the more real it becomes. And so now, when you listen to a game, you hear the crunch when you step on that spider. You hear the birds, and it adds to the detail, the richness of the game. And now you feel more immersed into it. That's what we do for gamers. And for pro audio, this is just really crazy. A lot of people make music today in their home. Right. I mean, you're doing this here. You are editing. We're going to edit this. This is a room. You're going to take it home. You're going to edit it down. And it's going to be really nice. But you're doing home editing. So, music industry, a lot of independent artists, they don't have access to multi-million-dollar studios anymore. But their music, it's difficult just mixing on headphones. So making music on headphones is difficult because you don't have the natural crosstalk coming over. There's details in your mix that you're not going to hear as well. You had stereo monitors, okay? With our technology, you're able to model a multi-million-dollar studio. And now because I have a model of how you hear, I can put you in that room. And so when you listen to your music on your headphones, it's going to sound like it's coming from out here on a stereo monitor.